Well, hello, Passamaquoddy. First one in. Only one in. I think everybody's asleep or something. Sent the link out. I don't know. I think it might have been an overly productive day today because I'm wore out. Hey, well that's good because there's a fly won't leave me alone. That's good because usually YouTube notifications are notorious for not working. Hey, Carrie, welcome in tonight. We got Kentucky Goblin waiting backstage. How's the audio? Is it good?
Hello. How's it going?
Not too bad. I think I did too much today because I'm starting to feel it.
I did too. I was messing with that antenna for a good 2 hours or something like that. You know how you're trying to think of what you're needing and everything, get it all gathered up, and then do this and do that with it. And I was trying to find me some rope and kind of rope type material to attach it to my tower. I didn't have any ropes. I went in my building and looked in there, and I seen this old drop cord, electrical cord that went to a vacuum cleaner. So I just used it. It was about 8 foot or
Yeah,
8 foot long. You know how long they are. They're pretty long anyway. So I just used it, attached to my tire, whatever works.
yeah, yeah. I got an old dog run. Where they,
Yeah,
the how good they are. I mean, they break after a while for some reason. Yeah, he's breaking up just a little bit,
am I dropping out?
just ever so often.
Let me let everything settle down now. How about that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what it could be unless it could be my mic. One mic could be.
Nah, it sounds like it's dropping bits, like it's dropping connection or something.
Oh,
But
yeah, it's probably my damned internet.
I noticed.
It'll
I noticed
probably
it on.
is still doing it.
No,
Oh, it's Barry. Oh, you started doing it too.
uh, I closed everything out except for StreamYard. I can't close that out. But ouch.
And I got everything. I ain't got nothing else up.
Cheap
Am I still
dollar
breaking
store
up on you,
cleaner.
or
No, it's clean now.
I got everything plugged in nice and tight there, Florida sunshine. I'm gonna redo it here. How about that? Let's see here.
Oh,
I'm just gonna unplug one mic and see if it helps it.
have I closed this other tab out. I didn't realize I had one more open. So, like, I don't know if that's gonna hurt it or not. But Okay, you still there? What happened there? It's muted for some reason.
How about
There we go. Nope, you're muted again. Why does it keep muting you? There you go.
maybe if I don't talk, it won't mute itself.
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't know it.
There we go. Got that signed out. Maybe that'll help too. This light makes me look like my blood
Yeah,
pressure's up or something.
I feel like I probably, when I lay down at the wall, it probably will be pretty easy for me to go to sleep. What I was doing wasn't really strenuous. It just your, you know, your mind. You had to keep your think of this, do this, and do that. Uh, but I got to fix that. That was one project I was. It kept on aggravating me for the last 2 weeks. I was
Yeah.
just, God, I got that shortwave, and I want to hook that damn antenna to it, and I want to do it right when I do it, or close. And I got 30 foot stretched out there, so it picks up plenty of good stations and stuff. I mean, uh, maybe at some later date I could do a better one, but I think that'll serve the purpose for right now.
Hey, Yuga Homestead.
I've done some engineering on it. Hoogie.
I went out earlier, scared the crap out of another possum. Ran towards it. I ran towards it with arms flailing, and squalling and everything at it. It took off running for about 5 feet and it stopped and turned and looked at me. And I went, like that again. And then it took off, ran for about 8 feet this time. Then it stopped and looked back again. I was waiting for it to like ball up like it was dead. And it just sat there and looked at me. And I'm like, get the hell out of here as loud as I could. And it just sat there like, huh, really?
I found out I found out something yesterday that well, I kind of thought they did do it, but I wasn't sure that raccoons will kill cats. They'll kill baby kittens.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yep.
that might be.
Every one of his little ones.
Oh, really? That might be where some of
Yeah, they
mine.
wiped them out, all except one. And when they're real small, that's when they'll get them. But when they get up a little bigger, where they can move around and get away pretty good, then they don't. And he
Oh,
said after
okay.
they killed them all, killed all them cats, they didn't come back no more. He ain't seen them for 2 weeks.
Damn.
I kind of thought that they would, but they're carnivores and vegetarian. Think like a cat. Well, it'd be a little kitten anyway. They catch the mother gone, and that's when they'd get it.
Yeah.
But that's not what happened to my cats. But something else. So
Yeah, I had some
yeah,
neighbors that were renting here, had a raccoon. And what I didn't like about the that whole deal was it was in a cage all the time until they wanted to play with it, and that was up.
raccoons.
Uh,
I learned too. Raccoons are not a pet, are not an animal that you can domesticate. You cannot domesticate them. They're okay for a little while, but when they get older, you know, when they start getting old enough to where they can go out and have babies or what have you, uh-uh, they get
it was
mean.
already getting to that at that age, and um, unfortunately, it was in that double wide pinned up when that double wide went up in flames. So
Wow,
yeah,
wow. Oh well, yeah. My dad had one when he, running around. He had a big old cell cone, and he got it off of another guy, and he kept it around everywhere. He'd go everywhere with him. Then one day it started acting stupid and crazy and stuff, and he had to put it down. It was attacking him.
hang.
They'll do that. They'll turn. That's why I said you can't domesticate them fully. I'd like to. I'd love him. I'd love to have one as a pet. Because they're so smart. They're maybe a tad being smarter than a cat, more intelligent. Because they can figure stuff out. They can. They can figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
I teach them to play the banjo. They want to teach him to play banjo,
Yeah.
uh, or shoot a gun, or pew pew. Teach them to shoot one of them pew pews. Get your pew pew and take care of it. Send him out there. Send him out there. He'll be dragging it behind him, and he'll pull it up where he has to have it. They won't be expecting a coon to do something. Oh, there's a coon.
Yeah.
Oh, how cute. Boom.
Whips out a switchblade knife.
What's the police gonna do? They're gonna arrest the coon. What they gonna arrest the coon? I guess, yeah. I don't know. I don't know. A raccoon butler would be kind of hard to train because he'd be too busy trying to. You'd have to train him not to eat your stuff that he's bringing to you. He'd be like, "Go get me a couple of apples."
they
He'll
bring
go get him
they
and
bring you the
bring
core.
the cores.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't want the core. I want the whole apple. Well, I know one thing. If you ever had a ill will towards somebody and they had a garden and you wanted to completely decimate their corn patch, get you about two or three raccoons and just turn them loose in it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll decimate it, son.
Hey, Shawnee. Good evening. Yeah. They I they must not like like coons and possums must not like the squash, but one of them, like one of the two likes the blossoms off of the squash.
Mm-hmm. They'll eat the green spot, the green parts of it, stuff like. Uh, that reminds me, I need to go down there and see if there's any more turnips my neighbor's got down here to give away. If somebody ain't cleaned him out, he had a sign stuck up in front of it that says free. So I
I
don't
saw
know if
that.
there's any left or not. You
Saw
know,
that the other day when we rode by there.
yeah, turnips, it's something I couldn't eat all the time, mind you, but uh, they are pretty good for you, you know, health wise. So I seen people just take them, eat them just like an apple. Oh, I couldn't
Yeah,
do that. I couldn't. It doesn't turn to eat them like an apple. It
man,
won't
you
hurt
gotta.
you. It's just a little hot to
Yeah,
me.
I don't know. Like somebody fixed me some, and they tasted like what I could only imagine what old wet gym socks would taste like. And I said, "This ain't right."
They done something wrong because it's usually, you cook it. It's usually pretty. Add a little something to it, maybe like some carrots.
Yeah,
I can't speak.
just some carrots.
The long orange thing.
Yeah.
No, me carrots.
Hey,
I'm gonna
gear.
make sure I clear it up because I don't want nobody to go sideways with it. Anyway, adds a little
Hey,
something
gear.
with it, and it tastes a little better. But if that's all a man had to munch on, I mean, it would keep the wolves away for a little bit anyway. I don't know about his digestive tract, but it would probably he'd probably spend most of the time in the bathroom
Yeah.
until he's done. He's got used to it. But
Well,
turnip greens are pretty good too.
the greens are really good, but
Yeah,
I don't know that one time, where they were probably not fixed right. You just, had done it for
yeah.
me.
It's
But
special. I've tasted, like I said before, it's tastes pretty decent. To me, it tastes
but
like
eggplant was like that. Like I never could get it good, and then the ex fixed it for me one time,
huh?
and she must have learned like from her grandma because it was just, I mean, didn't taste
You
anything
know,
like what.
that's one thing that I've never ate is an eggplant.
Yeah.
I've never ate one. You know,
Ooh, yuck.
Ew, it would be nasty, but at least you ground fertilized. I've been taking some of the leaves out of my front yard that's fell down so far. I take the leaf, blow them up into piles, and haul them up there in my old garden behind the house, and dumping them out down through there. Make kind of compost it there, let them rot down and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
that'll be perfect mixture.
oh yeah, it should be. Hopefully anyway. I take any table scraps I got to, just uh, dump them right into the leaves.
Hmm.
Just let it go like that. Basically, it's like silage. It's basically, silage.
Yeah.
They'll dump it right on the ground. Most of them do. Just and of course they put plastic over it or what have you, but it'll sit there and just rot down.
Um. So let me see. Let me get my box of seeds. I'll be right back.
Just Florida sunshine. Just get you a shovel, 2 or 3 shovels of dirt, and cover it over with dirt. And you'll soon forget about it until you
So
start digging. You'll start digging in it one particular area. Ooh, rat bones.
or just throw it in the canal.
Yeah, you could just grab and pitch it over in the canal. That's right
Because
behind your house.
there's probably already, something dead floating in there anyway. It is Florida.
Yeah, ain't gonna. I'd give it a good heap hole with me.
So I got
Poop and
I
murder.
thought it, huh?
Yeah,
Do what
Florida
now?
sunshine. Poop and murder.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I'll be making a lot of noise here. Apologize. But
Yeah, go
turns
ahead.
out turns out this tomato plant that popped up, um, it's so small. They're not quite cherry tomatoes, but they're not quite a full size tomato.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to find the package because I didn't plant any right there that I know of, but somehow they popped up. It could
They
either be these. It could either be these blue gold berry tomatoes,
oh yeah.
or it's this other one. Uh, I mean, it's entirely possible while digging around that I could have, dislodged a tomato seed or something. Chadwick cherry. Now, that's the other possibilities. The Chadwick cherry, if the will camera would focus on that. So they don't make like full size tomatoes, and they don't make cherry tomatoes. It's somewhere in the middle, and they grow in like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever, in a row, instead
Yeah.
of like traditional tomato plants will grow, random. These grow like, you know 4 or 5 in a row.
But like a when they come on, they'll come on like berries on
Yeah.
it. Yeah, okay.
And when they're young, when they're just small, they look like cherry tomatoes, but then they start to.
Passamaquoddy calling them clustered tomatoes.
She, yeah, I've lost track of who sent me exactly what. I apologize, but it's a very good possibility that she might have sent that package of seeds to me.
Tomato season for me is over with unless somebody's got any to give me. Other than that, I'll have to go to either the produce store here in Houstonville, or if they don't have any, I'll have to go to Wally World and get me some of them nasty tomatoes.
Yes.
Look like plastic.
Tastes like nothing.
Yeah, it has no taste. Those tomatoes when you cut them up, when you go to cut on them, it don't even feel like you're cutting a tomato. It feels like you're
Yeah,
cutting rubber or something fake. You know,
yeah,
and you can look at the what it looks like. And it's kind of a palish pink, a red. Not it don't even look like a tomato, but I mean, it's better than nothing.
let me try something here.
Yeah, I'm hoping that produce place you usually can buy a big old tray, great big old tray of tomatoes. I mean, it's a loaded down pretty cheap. I can't remember where they get them at, but they get them somewhere, and I don't know if they got any or not because I ain't been out there. I ain't been to the new store yet, so might drop in there one day just see what all it got, just check them out. That way you know what to expect if you ever need something, you know. The guy out runs it. He's trying to keep it running good and everything. His wife was the one that took care of it at the old store when she passed away. Then kind of let him hanging to take it over, and uh, seemed like he's doing pretty good. Yeah, we got all kinds of Amish here and Mennonites. Yeah, I'd have to drive about close to 30 miles to the Amish, which ain't no big deal. I'll tell you what, you go. If people don't think they'll hang one in you, you better be thinking twice because they will. You know how to barter with them.
Which ones, the Amish or the Mennonite? Oh, both. Okay, fair enough.
I mean, you might get one, you know, some that won't. They'll give you a shoot straight with you, but you gotta watch them now. They're just like anybody else, dude. Don't let them fool you. And I mean, I have all kinds of respect for their, you know, way of life and everything, but they like to they like for you to you can actually sit there and talk them down a lot of times on stuff. You know, not in the store part, but
Wish
I've
it was
never done
daytime.
I've never done it, but I know people has. You know,
I wish it was daytime. You can't even see those.
what are we looking at, Barry?
That's what I'm saying. You can't even see them. That's tomatoes, but I should have grabbed it. But I can't understand why StreamYard doesn't have like an option to turn your light on your
I don't
phone.
know. We're
But
probably lucky that they freaking even work. Period.
yeah,
As good as they do.
kind of see it, but not very well. That's those tomatoes. But yeah, anyway,
I
they're
can't
doing good.
I can't I can't see them here. You should have had your flashlight with you.
Yeah, I might have to go back in and get it.
I think yeah, we
There's the
can't see
moon,
nothing. Yeah, it's the supermoon night. You can see Jupiter too,
but you
down to the
can't see
lower
Uranus.
left. No, I don't. I didn't see Uranus there. I was looking for your. Well, I wasn't looking for Uranus, but well, I'm gonna back up and correct myself before this goes sideways.
Yeah.
Well, you
Yeah,
know how
we got
some people like to take it that way.
yeah, well, I don't think it's anybody on this panel.
Really, look, you know. Now you see Jupiter pretty good. I like to get if you want some more trouble, I'd get my telescope out
There you
and set
go.
it up. I thought I'll probably do it tomorrow night if it's good. And I got that adapter where I can use my smartphone to record it and stuff.
You can
Oh,
see
there
how
we
they grow in clusters, like Pasquale said.
are. Uh-huh.
There's the little ones. And I
Yeah,
moved my.
if the coons don't get them or what have you, oh, there he is, pretty good in the red there.
Those
I'd
are
be plucking him off.
those are on my monster tomato plant that I didn't think was going to survive, but it's bouncing back.
I'd pluck him off because if you don't,
Yeah.
it is pretty good ribbons there, Barry.
Yeah. A little orange. Kind of orange is red.
Watch him. He'll stoop down in there. There'll be a big old possum all clawed up there, and he hiss at him. He'll break his neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you set them up on a windowsill, they'll finish turning.
All the
Yeah,
rest are
they'll finish
green.
turning.
But I did grab a green one
Yeah.
because I got to have a green fried tomato before the season's over. That's washing it
Yeah,
out.
it looks pretty good there. I mean, they will grow. I mean, I've had tomatoes, not here, but when I was at the other place, first year we moved there, and our little garden, we had tomatoes plumb up into around the 1st of November, which surprised me.
Yellow squash.
Yeah, there he is.
They're bouncing back somehow. So I, but I got a little bit of that mold again. I'm gonna have to hit those.
Yeah, but
But
I think it's about end of the season. And I wouldn't worry about too much
yeah.
right now.
All right. Well, I'm going back in. It's a bit chilly out here.
I don't think they'll hurt it right now.
What the heck? There we go.
Oh Lord.
Oh, those
Oh.
tomatoes smell good. Man, I might. I don't know if I could wait for them to finish ripening up or not, man.
Yeah, I think they'll be okay for that mold ain't gonna affect them too much. It's getting a little bit the weather's starting to change, and I think it'll put a stopper to the mold or anything like that. But it probably won't be long. I don't know. You never know about this weather. It could frost at a moment's notice. I mean, especially in mid October. I mean, that's from mid October on. You can just you know wait for it to frost.
All right, Carol. I'll weigh him. We'll weigh him live.
Yeah, he's gonna use his crack weight, his crack scale to weigh it on. So
I'm gonna tell all my secrets. Damn.
well, I'll put it out there, and that way everybody know what kind you're using, so they can buy them some. Well, look at it. Look at all that fancy stuff.
Oh yeah, so high tech. It was all $19.
It is. It is high
Right?
tech.
I forgot. Let's see. We'll find out how much the phone weighs. 7.1 ounces.
Is that with or without StreamYard?
Okay. We'll do this very scientifically, like
Yeah, you
turn
go
off
by
the
the book.
Terry. Turn off the Terry. I don't need Terry on there. Come on. God,
Well,
really.
you would if you was in England.
Well, it also works if you got it in a basket. You want to weigh the basket first, and then it'll take that weight of the basket off and just weigh what's
That's cool.
inside. Yeah.
Mushroom activity in your bed.
What the? There
South
you
Florida
go.
Sunshine's got mushrooms in their bed.
The hell, Carol? What are you into these days? It's kind of weird.
I don't know, because it said, if you got mushrooms in the bed, man.
5.7 ounces.
You mean you got a bed that grows? Really? That I thought that you had at least a pound there. At least. I thought.
Not really that big.
Wow, that's fooled me. But I guess that's probably about right. I mean, but it sounds awful.
Let's reset it. Yeah, 5.7. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not Passamaquoddy. I'm not trying to make it go sideways. I'm just confused. Breathe on them, Barry. South Florida Sunshine said. Breathe on them. Way more. Put your crack pipe beside them. That way we can have a reference. But I wish we had some rain up here.
Yeah, well, we got the other was okay, but
I'd even take horde rain. I mean, ain't like I want to mow my lawn anymore, but it would help everything, Them woods are dry.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep that in mind.
It needs a good week's worth of rain on it to get it to where it's not dangerous to have a forest fire. I don't know, Florida Sunshine. I believe I'd be getting them mushrooms down my bed with me. But you do you. I hope she don't have microbes in the bed. She might need to sell that thing and get her a new one.
Well, I'm about tired of these damn stink bugs.
Man, they're everywhere, aren't they?
You know, they got a nest somewhere.
Stink bugs.
Like to find their nest, I'd destroy it. Damn things. Every year.
Oh God. What are you inoculating yourself? Why are you doing that, Carl? Is it because of the mushrooms in your bed or what?
Hey, Howie. Welcome in.
Oh Lord. I know what she was talking about. I was just trying to get her fired up. Mushrooms, some people like, well, I do every once in a while. I like mushrooms, fried mushrooms.
Yeah. I like them raw. I don't like them cooked. I don't like the texture when they're cooked. But I'll eat them. Those white ones you get at Walmart. I'll eat them right out of the package. Yeah, I like them raw. I just don't. I can't. I don't know. I just can't do them cooked. Ugh. texture. Just
I believe what South Florida Sunshine's problem is the climate down there is susceptible to those types of mushrooms. I don't know what type it is, but they're that warmer climate down there, you may have a continuous problem with that.
it's really odd that there's folks this year, this growing season, that never had problems until this year, and then there's others that it's like they struggle to grow anything, and all of a sudden, like this year is their year to grow.
Well, I could see if it rained. We had a lot of rain, that we would have a problem with mushrooms or whatever like that. But the only
Well,
mushrooms I've seen that's been growing is right next to my tree, and that's been it.
some of those you want. I mean, I'm not up on all of the mushroom types out there, but there's some mushrooms that you want because they show that your soil is fertile enough to keep your garden going.
Yeah, these right next to my sugar maple out here in the front yard. They're right next to it. Right there, they're big, tall white ones. Well, and some of them are tall, and some of them are little bitty ones, white ones.
I get the gray, almost black looking.
I had to look. I was up on them shrooms, but I had to uh, read up on them again. I don't want to get the kind that'll make you loopy for about a week. Where's Randy at? I don't know, man. He ate some mushrooms the other day, and I ain't seen him since.
He said something about going on a walkabout. We haven't seen him. We haven't seen him for a while.
He's and when they do find me, I'm up in a tree,
Yelling
and telling
Marco,
them I'm a squirrel. I'm a squirrel. Leave me alone.
playing Marco Polo with squirrels. You're like, Marco! They're never answering you.
They're not very good playing Marco Polo. Yeah. What's that fool doing? That's what you get for eating wild mushrooms you don't know nothing about. The Indians, they of course they know what type to get, but they smoked. They would dry them out and smoke them in their peace pipes, and with their pipes, ceremonial pipes, along with their tobacco.
Good night, Howie. Yeah. Wonder how many. I wonder how many of the like pioneers and stuff they got high or something, just to mess with them. I would teach white man. I would teach white man our ways. He slips some
I think they
magic
know
mushroom.
some of them. Some of them know what to look for, but I would say they probably did get a hold of one or two that made him run through the forest naked.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Jedediah? Oh, he got a hold of a bad mushroom. He's running through the woods naked, though. Okay, he'll be all right. Just let him go. Don't bother him.
So, Carol, did it finally let up on the rain? I know you've been getting a lot of rain here lately. Well, a lot of that's coming out of the Atlantic. Or the Gulf, probably the Gulf. But
Our internet must be sucky tonight.
yeah, probably.
Let's see here.
So I need to call them, I guess, and tell them, say, look, everybody's complaining about the internet on our roads. You need to come out here and look at it.
Yeah, but they'll come out at, it might not be that day, but they'll come out. Let's see. Let me look here. I don't want a night light. Oh, you got that on your? I don't have that on mine. How do you access that?
I downloaded the app on my laptop.
Oh, you downloaded it. Okay.
Well, see, right there, it's supposed to be 760 down and 760 up. But it's been like earlier today, it was like 62, 64. And I'm like, God, restart a modem. And, I didn't fix it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, that's got to be on their end because, nothing I
That still ain't.
can
That
fix it.
still ain't good. That's decent, but it ain't good. Not like it's supposed to be.
Mm-mm.
You figure with fiber optic could be a lot better than that.
Oh. You think would be consistent, but something's not.
Yeah, it's either
Something isn't working like it's supposed to somewhere.
it's probably at their box, out there the main box, substation box. I'd say it's worth that.
Some good old boy probably shot it up or something.
I ain't complain too much. Of course, it
Yeah,
is
like-
aggravating, but it beats the hell out of what we used to have.
Yeah, DSL is total crap.
I never
I
expected
mean, it
in my
runs.
lifetime. What?
No, I'm just saying. I mean, that DSL was no better than dial-up most of the time. It did the same thing this fiber optics doing now. The speeds all over the place.
Well, I'm sure it's probably a lot faster than everything inside the city, but he would think with the technology that they've got now that everything would be a lot better than what it is. But maybe it's a good thing. I never once thought that in my lifetime that I'd ever see fiber optic around here. I figured the most we could ever hope for would be a really good DSL or something.
It's the sun farts. I had cable internet when I was down there in outside of Hazard, and it was like something like 150 up and 150 down, and then one day it was just gone. Like, well, no, the speed started to fall off just slowly throughout the day, and we had a bunch of rain, we had flooding and stuff. And the technicians, like we called them like 3 times, like every other day we'd call them, and they finally came out and he came back to the house and asked if it was better, and we said, yeah, it's way better. What was the problem? And he said, oh, just look at this. And he took his phone out and he showed us the video, and he said, that's me dumping one of the boxes out full of water. He said, these are,
do it, wouldn't it?
yeah, he said, these are old amplifier boxes for our older cable system. He said, before we upgraded. And he said they're not waterproof. So,
Carol, no, Kentucky don't have sun parts. I would say it would be only native to the Florida. or somewhere down in that area.
I don't know. I think we get the
The
chunky
Bahamas.
we get the chunky sun turds over here.
Sun farts.
Well,
that sucks.
I do have a problem with that. Because the FCC has that broadband program out there now that it's practically mandatory that people who are in a place where either they can't get internet or they can't get good internet
Yeah, I
should be
would
able to
think it's.
receive. That's why we have fiber.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we had DSL in the first place. But then the FCC said, no, that's not good enough. Give them fiber. That's why Kentucky was wired for it. Hi, Verna. Good morning to you.
Yeah, I say Pat McQuarrie and some of the rest of them in her apartment complex was check in on it. I believe they could swing it, and the owners couldn't do anything about it.
No, just make a formal complaint to the FCC and on their complaint website and give them a little time. It won't be right away. And even if they don't put fiber optic out there for one reason or another, they still would have to fix your internet so it was up to par because the FCC is part of the consumer. What's that consumer? They make sure that you get. Huh?
I know. I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's where where you're supposed to get what you're told you're going to get, and not anything less. And because
according to the Better Business Bureau, I would say that would fall under the Better Business Bureau too, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If they were advertising a certain, and they wasn't living up to their end, I believe that would be an issue there.
Might not hurt the excuse me, to contact Better Business Bureau and the FCC both, and if I mean you never know, both of them might come down on their heads, and
they would say, "Hey, either fix this or we're gonna."
Well, I played that card down there in Hazard. That after that mess with where the internet just kept getting worse and worse day by day. And I said, okay, you know what? I'm done calling you guys. I'm getting the FCC involved. When I said that, they were like, we're gonna send someone out the next day or two. Yeah, it was like they changed the tune real quick. And I think that they might have had problems before. So when you say you're going to call somebody like the feds, it's like, oh, he's serious. And we're paying like $100 and something for that cable internet. Mm-hmm. Well, there was TV on it too, but nobody in the house watched TV. They either played their games on the PlayStation or the Xbox, or they played videos off of YouTube. Finally, I said, go down to the basic package and keep the internet. Nobody was watching TV anyway, so.
Well, I have a landline, but when they come out here and done all that, my regular phone don't work like it should. It won't tell you the time and date no more when somebody calls.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. It could be just the phone itself. I might have to get a new phone, and it might take care of. But yeah. Oh, it's a simple. It's a simple. Well, I don't know about your house, but I mean, it's usually a pretty. It's two boxes actually. It's two boxes I have to hook up. I have to install two boxes.
Yeah.
And with your inside the house, it'll be your modem plus two other small boxes. I would
I
say
got one.
they all are the same thing anyway. They'll all be done the same way.
I got the box is attached to the wall where the cable comes in through the wall, and then I got the modem
Hmm.
and the cord they give you is so short. I mean, you can't put it anywhere.
I
It's
got
like
I got two or three of them in a box. I collect them. I figured they'd come in handy somewhere.
that cord, that flat ribbon cord that they give you that goes between the wall and your modem is like only like 2 foot long. So like, what can you do with that?
Nothing. I haven't done it yet, but I got to reorganize a big wad of wires they got next to my TV where they come in there and done it. I got to straighten all that out. That driving me nuts every time I look over and see it. I got to have everything neat.
They would. Oh yeah, they've been trying to push that TV on me too. That IPTV.
No, yeah, me
And
too. Us too.
I
Yeah.
said I don't watch TV. I don't even have a TV in my house.
I don't need it. Well, I think my wife told them said no, we don't need it. We do streaming and also we got antenna also,
Uh,
and we watch
okay,
very
so
little TV.
because I'm on SSI, I get the reduced rate, so it's $33 a month. And then as far as Wi-Fi goes, mine's on like mine's on medium or no, mine's on low power, and I can go to the top up there on the up in the woods up there and still get Wi-Fi off my modem. And it's sitting here underneath this desk going through.
That's a good. That's a good 100 yards.
Yeah, I mean that's on low, so it should be pretty good, Carol.
Yeah, that TV package they got to come with it. I told my well, she did. Told them we didn't need it because we didn't need it because you can watch streaming and we have the antenna and no more than we watch stuff. I mean, I got just a few certain shows that I watch on my antenna, and every once in a while I'll flip through different streaming services, and but it's not doesn't make any sense for me. It might be for somebody else, but I get
Yeah, I
everything
know.
hooked into my TV, so I can watch YouTube on my TV if I want to.
Hmm.
Oh, I do a lot of times instead
Yeah.
of coming in
Well,
here. Yeah, I gotta have my antenna. My, I just like the antenna too. I think there's only one channel that I watch. It's me TV, and that's it.
yeah. Oh, I was
Maybe
watching Comet.
KET every Sunday night or Saturday night. I watch KET. There's a couple of shows comes on there I like watching, but
I usually watch Comet, but and
mhm.
that other one, the other one plays all the old TV shows. But
I mean, antenna has several channels. I mean, more than you can watch.
Yeah,
At least here, anyway. You know.
my the last my TV, it was back there in that little bedroom, and that room didn't have any heat in it, and I guess that destroyed that TV because it was working when I stored it in there. When I took it out this spring, it didn't work anymore.
You can get them little small ones. In Roku TV, little small ones.
So basically that's what it was. It was a markdown at Walmart for $65, and all it was wrong with it was this tiny little pixel was messed up right in the middle of it. But if you were watching from the couch or whatever, you never even noticed that little spot was lit up like that. So I picked it up for $60 marked down. I think it was a return. So, but yeah, like I said, it sat in there in that room all winter, no heat, and I guess it's not good for them. So, but
evidently not, because I believe it's like any kind of electronics. You got to keep them where they get before the heat. It's just all what a person likes, what have you. But
yeah, I mean, but everything that I want to watch is now available online, like through several different apps that are free. You just have to put up with a couple ads between, but I'm not gonna fuss about a couple ads.
well, Pluto and some places and different ones like that, they got ads too. Of course, it's understandable, but we'll get through it, like you said. Oh Lord. Ugh.
So not sure. I thought it was an app on my probably Windows 10. I mean Windows 11 probably wiped it off my computer. My luck. I can never remember the name of it. But there's an app you can go on the website, watch from the website, or you can just open the app on your computer and watch. But yeah, that's what I'm on is affordability.
Yeah, Roku TVs are pretty good. I mean, I guess it's who wants the link, Bob? Do you want it, or I thought you already had it? I guess Barry will have duties.
Wow, it.
I guess it is. No. Well, that means you ain't subscribed to it.
Where you,
If you subscribe to it, and you won't have to worry about that. It'll always be unless YouTube's screwed with it,
yeah.
which is possible. Ain't nothing beyond what they'll do.
Where did Verna go? Did she go live or is she still working? I need to ask her how her family's doing.
Thank you, Bob. I can't wait to be rolling in the money.
Yeah.
Pretty soon I'll be getting 100 subscribers, then I'll roll in the money. Not.
Oh, okay.
Verna bounced.
Caught up with a good friend yesterday or last night. Hot Mess Missy Art and RV, and
Mm-hmm.
ended up on her panel with her.
Hmm.
She's about silly, but she's good for a good laugh.
Oh yeah, you know. Sometimes I get that way. I joke, carry on, but you gotta keep it, lively.
Yeah, Bob, I think every other time that I tune in, she's probably cooking.
It's hard to get your stream or whatever to coincide with everybody else. You just can't do it.
No, but I must say, I get more people on in the daytime than I do at night.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That
Oh yeah.
pop up live did rather well,
Yep.
being a daytime live.
And then I might try if I ever get bored, possibly in the wintertime, I might do one or two. But probably in the wintertime, I won't have much to do. So, might put a little pop up. I'm gonna do something for Halloween. I mean, on my channel, but I ain't decided what I'll do yet. I might even give away an 8x10 of me, to the first 50 subscribers. Yeah, something like that. Or I might even, if they'll give me their mailing address, I might send them a piece of candy or something. I know what I'm gonna give Florida Sunshine. I'm gonna give her a jar full of stink bugs. I'm gonna send her a jar full. I'm gonna wrap it up really nice and put a nice bow on it and everything. It'll be done right. I won't mess it up. Oh, look at this pretty jar. Open it up. Be a bunch of dead stink bugs in it.
I can only, oh God, oh man, I can imagine that like 100 times worse than just one stink.
Okay, especially when they're dead and been in there for like 2 or 3 days. Like,
Ugh. I don't, I don't have a problem with them being outside, but
they get inside.
yeah, and it's always the living room. Like they won't go anywhere else except the living room. There's only 2 windows in my living room. They'll fly back and forth, and I'll swat at them as they're flying past me. And it's like for every 2 that I kill, there's 5 more taking their place.
Yeah, it's a losing battle. You can't. I don't even know whether there's any kind of remedy to get rid of them or not. I don't think there is any. Oh, I'm sure there'll be somebody out there trying to say something. Oh, this will get rid of your stink bug problem. Cost you $39.95 with a 2-day money back guarantee. And that 2 days start from the time you buy it.
There's one right now flying around in that damn light up there.
Yeah, well, I kind of got used to them now buzzing around. They go make a little buzzing noise. You know what the hell it is.
Yeah. Sounds like a
Damn.
miniature helicopter
Let's see.
flying.
Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 of them damn things on my curtain right here. They're just sitting there chilling. I don't even know what they do. I don't know what the purpose is because all they're doing is sitting there.
Yeah. Every once in a while, if you make a
They're just
sudden
like
move, they fart. That's like, oh.
they're just sit, they're sitting there chilling.
As
Those are the
long as
ones I see.
as long as they're just chilling, they're not stinking. That's the main thing.
Well, there's another one up there on the ceiling. So yeah, that's all I see for right now. So I'll be right back. I got to go to
Alrighty.
get me something to drink. My stomach's bothering me.
Uh, It's either a neighbor kid or you have a poltergeist. Or it could be Bob at your back gate banging on it.
That could be me.
What's up, Bob?
Not much.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I will make a video about those solar lights that I've got because I've installed the same ones. I got 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them installed so far. Around all I got, they're all the way around my place now. So I think I'll make a video about them, showing them close up. They're really simple to use, and thing that's real cool about them is if we lose power in here, I can take them off the fence and bring them in the house right away. I don't have to take any screws out or nothing. Just,
yeah.
They sit in these little cup things, and I can bring them right in the house. Then yeah, it is. Because I got that suggestion from, I think it was Garden Girl. I think it was maybe Passamaquoddy. Yeah. So far they're really reliable. I don't know what kind of doggone batteries they use or anything like that. I don't know any of the technical stuff, but they're working. even in this low light that we got going on over
No,
here.
they're probably lithium
I'll
ion.
make it probably,
Oh.
but it's around 30
You know
something
what I do
dollars
with
for
that
two
little?
of them.
You know what I do with that little sucker right there? It kept on getting in my backyard. You know what I do? I go and invest in me a good paintball gun, and when I caught him out there again, he wouldn't be doing it again. He'd be recuperating them whelps on him. You take a paintball, eat him
Yep.
up with a paintball gun. He won't never do it. He'll think twice.
Mhm.
I couldn't
I
handle that.
bought one of those. I bought one of those $25 hyper tough solar spotlights, and that thing was awesome,
Mhm.
and it was always ready to go.
Well, I'm sure
Now,
liking the ones I
but
got now.
yeah,
Yeah.
for comparison, I also bought for the same price. I bought a solar shop light, and it wasn't worth a dime. And obviously, that
Huh.
Yeah, that's why I'm.
that floodlight must have had
Yeah.
better batteries in it than and they were from the same company, the Hyper Tough, but the Spotlight had better batteries in it
I'll
than
be
that
darned.
shop light. You could only use that shop light if you planned on being in that shop all night. Forget about it. You only got like maybe an hour
It ain't gonna
30
happen.
and maybe an hour 40 minutes of light from it, and that was it.
Yeah.
Even with the
Okay.
sun shining on it.
They ain't worth a damn.
No, I made a video of it. I was disappointed.
Mm.
I don't know.
Well, I had what was it? Saturday night. Had a Saturday. I looked over the fence with the couple I get along with real well, and he put in a solar spotlight on both ends of his house because he's seeing what I'm doing. In many respects, he's copying kind of what I'm doing. And I was talking with his missus, and she asked me, "Why don't you come on over? We'll have a fire pit." And okay, I had a good time talking with them, but the really good time was when, okay, their daughter and this boy next door, they grew up together right here, and they both been through education. And I was able to sit there and talk openly with those two for a few hours. And I was so happy to see that none of those kids are woke in any way whatsoever. They don't buy into that BS. Those kids had to take some of those classes in university, but they do not buy into it, man, at all, at all. I did make a video about it, and I had to be kind of guarded what I said because, you know how it is.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah, we touched on topics of the getting your man junk cut off, and the young man from down the street here, he just said, "Man, those people are mentally ill. They are sick." And they had to learn all about how it's beautiful in the university. And I was so happy to see those two young people are constitutionalists, both of them, and they're conservatives. It's like, thank God I finally was able to find out about them, because I'd been guarded what I said to them until I knew who they were.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like my son,
Yep.
my son and my daughter both. They're conservative. They don't mess around with any of that other nonsense, because that's what it is, nonsense. Just that.
Mm-hmm.
It was good to know.
It's best to have your ducks in a row, but be mindful
Yes, sir.
of how much you
Yeah,
let on like you got. You want to kind of keep some of your eggs in the
exactly,
basket.
exactly.
It's all right that y'all
Yeah, I sure
swapping
haven't let them all
ideas
know about.
and stuff, but
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But I said, I didn't even mention food storage or water or any of that stuff. Um, I did mention to the young man, I said, I need to know who I can count on in this neighborhood if things go sideways. He goes, me. I sleep with a Glock 17. Like, good to know. And he ain't woke. He's got he's got a Jeep. He and his dad goes out hunting and fishing, and it's like, right on. At least I know that I belong here.
It kind of makes you feel better about, at ease a little bit,
Yeah.
It makes you, not
Yeah,
as.
it does. Then I found out from those two young people, the adults in the neighborhood never mentioned to me about what they did with that house down the street. They were cooking meth in that house. But the two kids told me how they got jailed. It's because of the guys in this neighborhood went down there and confronted them. The men did. But the men who did it never have told me about it. But their kids told me.
Thank you.
So it's like, right on. And that's what I'm looking for, is some people that I think I could count on if something goes sideways. And, I think I can count on some of my neighbors for sure. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, Goblin, because I don't let on too much about what I have and what my hobby is.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
Yeah, it don't hurt. She was I was going to mention
wonder
something to Barry,
if
and I can't think of what it was now.
I'm starting to see a pattern here with internet, because Bob's is in and out too. Like, why we're so far apart? Like,
Yeah.
Goblin is he's like up on my road. I'll just say he's on my road, and me and him are on the same internet. And then here you are over there in Washington State, and I'm hearing a lot of people say on YouTube that their internet has been crap. And now I'm starting to wonder.
I was looking at South Florida Sunshine comment there at last one. I think a paintball would be better. Of course, the airsoft's going to burn him up too. An airsoft, if you get the right one, they will hurt.
Yeah, I was going to say
it felt like little bees sticking in. And that probably in your situation would probably be a better option. Get you a good airsoft gun. One of them little. They shoot pretty hard. Some of them do. Mm-hmm. I've been shot with them.
Yeah,
it hurts.
By the way, Carol, you can get them pretty cheap on Temu. All jokes aside, but you can get them on pretty cheap on Temu.
Yeah, they I don't know. It's something that shoots hard. That's all you need. All you want to do is just sting the crap out of them anyway. You do it a couple of times, nature takes its course.
But somehow,
okay, I'm back.
Somehow along the lines, I'm gonna have to get a real pew. And God, I hate saying it. It sounds like a little kid talking. But anyway,
yeah,
a 12 gauge would be nice.
Well,
there you go.
You need a single barrel. A single barrel is good. I wish I had one just for.
No, we want no heavy. I don't want a heavy double barrel. I just want a
pump. I got a pump, but I'd rather have a single barrel too.
Single shot.
You can buy them pretty cheap.
Hmm.
You can get you can get a used one pretty reasonable. Depends on where you go to, what store you go to. Whenever you get ready to, I can run you and take you somewhere, and we can up there at Dan's up there in Danville. They got them. Fox and Crow's got them there in Danville too.
Yeah, you're thinking in the right direction, Barry. Because if you got a one and only, I would recommend a shotgun any day over
Oh
anything
yeah.
else.
Oh yeah. If I'm for home defense, there's nobody in this world wants to go up against a shotgun.
That's correct. I agree 100%.
Nobody.
Yes, sir.
They may confront you if they see you got the other one, the handheld job. But if they see that
Yeah,
big
yeah.
that big cannon sticking there, they ain't gonna tangle with you. They don't want no part of that,
Hmm.
because they know that they're gonna get tore up. That's a
That's
fact.
a fact.
Hmm. If you use that bird shot, it'll really tear him up.
Well,
Well, if you go with double
mhm.
alt, then when you pull it, they ain't getting up. That bird shot, depending on
Yeah,
how
I
close you are to
use
them.
birdshot will deflesh your bones. It will tear the meat right off of a human being's bones. But what I
Yeah,
keep handy
and if you get close
is
enough, you can do the damage. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
oh,
permanently.
absolutely, yeah. But I use what's called number 4
Yep.
buck and number 1 buck. I think
Mhm.
number 4
Mhm.
buck has 27, 22 caliber pellets in it. And I played with
Mhm.
that hundreds and hundreds of rounds, and my God, that it will do anything you want it to do. Anything. Same with the number 1 buck. That's about, I'm not sure how many 30 caliber pellets that are inside that. But I
For
like
your
the number
house.
4 and the number 1 because, yeah, inside the house, because it won't go through the house and into the neighbors. That's a thing that
What
I'm
I want
concerned about.
for the house, more than anything, I want a single barrel. I'm gonna saw the barrel down a little bit.
Hmm.
An old single barrel, and boy, you put that double O buckshot in it, it's gonna tear up Jack.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there ain't
Uh
no
huh.
escaping that. You can dodge them other ones, but you can't dodge that.
No.
It's gonna. I've seen it take a door plumb off the hinges.
Oh yeah. For the first Mossberg 500 I bought it. Well, I bought one in a pawn shop when I was stationed in Las Vegas, and I wore that gun out. I shot it that much. I mean, I shot tens of thousands of different kinds of shells through it until I literally wore it out. And I bought
Hmm.
another one that I've got now, and I bought an 870. I don't care for the 870; it's just not my thing.
Winchester, yeah, I like them.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
Remington
swear.
870 Wingmaster.
Hmm.
Is it a Wingmaster?
Yeah, they're good for some folks, but no, it was like it was a kind of like a
Oh.
tactical shotgun, one for home defense. It wasn't a hunting gun, but I like the safety on the Mossberg 500 and the 590. It's right there at your thumb. It's not
Hmm.
in front of the trigger or behind the trigger. It's right there at your thumb. Click, and the safety's off. But yeah, if that's all you got
Well,
is one and only, get a shotgun.
I like mine for if I had to go outside with it. But if I'm gonna be have to be inside, I want something a little smaller than that pump, so I can move it through the
Hmm.
house better.
Yeah.
You take close quarters. Oh boy. That is a good idea, Barry. You need something up there. Of course, nobody is. Well, of course, I ain't contemplating, wanting to do something like that. But you got to take care of your family and take care of yourself.
Yes, sir. That's why I'll go back to that fire pit I had on Saturday night. I was really very, very happy to hear that there's at least 2 families right next to my house that I know I can count on.
Be right back,
'Cause
guys.
I would hate to be the one and only, but
I don't have no handgun handle on mine. Of course, I like them. They're more. You can handle it better with a hand grip.
mhm.
But I got a Winchester 1100. It's got a choke on the barrel, but I can take that choke off if I want to.
Mhm.
I'll tell you what,
Yeah,
too,
it's a different.
get you some deer slugs. You shoot some deer slugs, and
Yeah,
it'd
my
be just
son
like
has a bucket full of them. Yeah.
you shoot deer slugs with a
Mhm.
shotgun, and I'm gonna tell you what, you hit somebody with one of them, they ain't getting up. They are not getting up.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't care if they got body armor on. You hit them in the chest with that,
Yep.
they're not getting up.
Game over.
It's about a 60 caliber bullet.
Uh-huh.
I think roughly something like that, using my memory. But uh, yeah,
I think it's 72. I think 72
yeah,
caliber. Yeah.
yeah, something like
Yeah.
that. I know it's pretty good size.
Mhm.
Yeah, you ain't gonna. Of course, you have to take a little bit better aim with a slug, but I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you what.
Mhm.
If you
Mhm.
got to reach out there and get him about 100 yards, you'll get him, or 50 yards, you'll get him.
You'll get him.
I probably wouldn't let him get out 100 yards, but if it had to, it'd be something you have to do. But uh, yeah, I don't have any. I gotta get me some slugs. I don't even have no alt. I don't have no buckshot either. I thought I had some, but evidently I didn't. I'm gonna get that too, but we shouldn't have to be talking this way, but that's the way things are now. And
Yes, it is. Yep.
we should be
I'm
worried
going
about.
through all my gear.
We should have to be talking about just
Oh,
normal life situations like raising a garden or stuff like that.
mhm.
Something
Yeah.
nice
Yeah.
and laid back. And what are you going to do this summer? And how many fish I caught and
Mhm.
stuff like. But no, we can't. We're having to worry about and plan for other things.
Yes, sir. That's just the reality of the times we live in.
Yeah, it's you can still do the other talk about and plan for the other stuff, but you got to. This is just
Mhm.
one more thing that you got to add to it, unfortunately.
Yes.
And
Yeah, it is. Just reality.
I don't want to never have to do that, but if I have to, I will. If it comes down to it that
Yeah.
my family's in danger or they trying to break in my home, then I'm sorry about your luck. They're they're not going to bother anybody else. they won't bother
Mhm.
anybody else.
Wrong house.
That's my neighbor won't have to worry about it. It'll be taken care of. But everybody unfortunately has to have that mindset anymore, because I'm just glad I don't live in the city, because it'd be a little bit more harder and difficult, but I would still manage if I had to. But that's, like you said, though, that's the situation of our life right now.
Yeah.
We should be.
Well, we got so many folks that are. The last figures I heard was over 7 million now who are uninvited guests into our country in a year.
Yeah, but
7
the
million.
problem that is too, we don't know who they are. We think we do, but we don't.
Correct.
We have no clue. We're a good 80% of them people.
Correct. Yeah.
We don't know who they are or where they went. We'll just say 5% of them is just disappeared into the woodwork. Don't even know where they're at.
Yep.
And that just goes without saying. It's that's something that it's expected to happen. When you release a group of people like that and don't control the information on them and everything, it's going to happen. You can't just turn people into places willy-nilly
I'll
like
be right
that.
back.
You got to have some kind of control measure set up. But I would like to see everybody welcome to this country. If they come through the legal way, like everybody else has to do. It wants to come here and make a life for themselves. Actually, it's not fair to them. People that's actually working for citizenship, doing the right things and what have you. But that's just me rambling. Like we used to say on the CB radio, if you heard it on the CB, you can talk about it. Well, I've heard it on the internet and on the news, so I can talk about it, can't I?
That's right.
Okay. I might not be able to do nothing about it, but I can talk about it.
Yeah. The more people know, the better off the world will be.
Well, everybody nowadays, well, most everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, but so worried about,
Okay.
offending somebody. If you can talk about things without having to offend. But if I have to get the point across, I'm gonna come out and get the point across. I mean, if it hurts your feelings, I'm sorry about your luck, and I'm sorry that you got a weak personality about yourself. If it bothers you that much, you may have to look yourself in the mirror and look at yourself and say, "Hey, maybe I need to change something." If it bothers you. I say we all have to, well, at one time or another, have to look in the mirror, I like constructive criticism, if I'm doing something that a little bit could be done better, somebody tell me, I'm fine. But
Dang, that's McQuarrie. That's McQuarrie. I'm glad you're my friend.
Who's she wanting to mess with her? Past McQuarrie. Come on, mess with me.
Yeah. After I read what she's got, I don't think I want to mess with her. That's why I said I'm glad she's my friend.
Mhm.
Well, you got a hole puncher. Enlighten me. What is a hole puncher?
Pew pew.
Is it something like you can
That's what
poke
it is.
little round holes
It's
in
sad that we
in
have to
paper?
use-
Is that what you're talking about?
Oh yeah, it punch through paper.
It's something that
That's
makes
overkill.
make
Or is it something that
makes a
holes?
small hole going in, makes a big hole coming out.
Oh, okay. Got a crossbow. She got a razor sharp tips on it too.
Cordless hole puncher.
A cordless horse.
Yep, a cordless hole puncher. There you go.
Well, I'm
There
scared
you
to death.
go.
I'm scared to death.
Okay.
I ain't messing with you.
I think I know.
I'm not messing with you.
No batteries required.
You're Rambo.
It's not solar. It's not batteries.
No.
Not house current.
No.
It has it. Yeah.
She is ready for
I
bear.
like that.
She's
That's pretty. That sounds lethal. It sounds lethal.
I feel uncomfortable. I'm frightened now.
Oh, your cordless, your cordless hole puncher has offended me.
Yeah. Makes me want to go overseas and get my
Manually
junk cut
operated.
off.
Oh, hey, it's manually operated too. Wow, manually operated.
Yeah.
Scary.
That's the only thing that I want to see that's triggered is a firearm. Surely we could say firearms. I don't know. I never really.
Oh, I'm. Yeah, we can.
I've never seen the official list of words that scare the.
I haven't.
YouTube.
I haven't either. I think
saying
people
now.
make up some of that shit. Yeah. Yeah, Barry. I think some people just make up that shit. You have to say pew pews. Where did you read that?
Seems like I don't know. The older I get, the more I pick out the gentle kitty words. It seems like
That's
you're
what
giving
you need,
toy
Pastor
names.
Quad. You need something to protect yourself.
You're giving little kitty names to adult stuff. It's like, what are you, 5?
Yeah.
But then it's like, well, you got to dance around it because somebody out there will report it, and then I'll be like, that was harmless. It wasn't like we're out here pointing them at each other and saying, go ahead, Randy.
Wouldn't it be like let's say, for instance, if you had a porn site on YouTube and you had to, all the different tools you had to put little kid names to them.
Oh.
Can you imagine that?
Oh, God.
Can you imagine that, having to do that?
There are some adult males here on YouTube who like little boys. Yeah.
I'm going to have to use my Barbie doll, my see and say, and my little Lincoln logs. Look at all those Lincoln logs.
Neighbor, that's too much information.
I should stop, shouldn't
I? Probably.
I'm making some of my stuff making some of my stuff multi-purpose. It'll take more than one. You know what I'm saying? And it'll carry it around my waist belt and shoulder harness, and it'll feed more than one. It's kind of like a soup kitchen. It'll feed more than one. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my
And
God.
like right now,
About
look, my Amazon page. It's looking at belt clip shotgun shell holders. How did it get there? I'm not sure. Yeah. Yeah.
hell to garden.
Quad loader, speed loaders, 3 shotgun pack, shotgun, 12 gauge shotgun for your belt. Okay. Yeah. Not sure how reliable these things are, but yeah.
Through the house. Well, I think I moved
Yeah, I
some
got
of them,
one.
but I got little things stationed through the house, sharp, pointy things, and some of them are just. If you were
Mhm.
to look at it, you wouldn't even be able to tell it was anything there until I pulled it out.
That's what
That didn't
part
sound
of
right, did it? That didn't
I'm
sound
doing
right,
with
did
a
it?
lot of stuff right now. I'm doing the same thing with a lot of stuff right now. As I watch YouTube, I'll go watch some of your paranormal stuff. Your name is Randy? That's your name?
Yeah. You see that right
Oh,
there?
yeah.
A
Okay,
little
I'm gonna
sharp.
watch some of
It's
your.
real sharp.
Yes, sir.
I got it stuck right
Uh-huh.
here next to my
Right here.
computer,
Mm-hmm.
right in a little slot right there. And to
Yeah.
look at it, it looked like a handle.
Mm-hmm.
All you see is the handle sticking out. Walking on eggshells to appease oversensitive.
Eggshells.
What the crap, Barry?
Good one, Barry. Yeah. Yeah, that's some of the stuff I do. I got
Put it up there,
daytime
Barry. Put it up
projects and nighttime projects here in my
there.
workshop, but I got paint that makes stuff harder to see, and these are golf club shafts, and I got some of that
Mhm.
gray colored paint, and then I touch up the spots that this doesn't cover with a very flat black. And you take something like this that's no longer stainless steel looking, lean it into the corner next to a bookshelf.
Never see it.
People won't even see it because it's in the shadows, but we know where it's at. The whole family knows where it's at.
Barry, y'all put pew pew
Well, I'll
pew
tell you,
pew pew
fellas, if you want to
pew
see how,
across there.
boy, I
Pew
tell
pew
you
pew
what,
pew
fellas,
pew pew pew.
if you want to see the stark reality of insanity, go watch doorbell cameras videos. They'll have like the top 10 doorbell cameras. I was watching a bunch of them today.
I've seen
Man alive.
some like that. Yeah.
Man alive. Wow. There's a bunch of them.
Pew 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 pew
Mm-hmm.
pew.
Seeing these folks just walk right up to these doors and start kicking them in and all kinds of stuff like that, all over the country, all over from, sometimes you hear boom, boom, boom from the inside the house. And it's amazing how fast those guys can run out of a house.
You gotta blame TikTok. You gotta blame TikTok for some of that because they got on there and they got people on there doing these little pranks and stunts. They call them pranks, but they wind up damaging people's property and what have you, and they don't realize there's consequences to actions. And
yeah,
that's how it goes. There's always consequences to actions. Pew 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 pew.
mm-hmm.
Pew 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 pew. Yeah,
Barry, I'd
pew,
be happy to hear. I'd be happy to hear if you got something like that, some kind of a scatter gun at your place, man. After watching hundreds of these doorbell cameras today, it was like, my God. And every day there's thousands of more videos of these people. They're out of their minds, man.
What'd be nice?
Sometimes they.
What would be nice in our neighborhood is if we had more people that were are on the same page as us. I'm sure they're out
That's
there.
why, yeah, I thank thank God I found out just this Saturday that even those two young people next door, the 20-something-year-olds, they're on it. They know what's happening. Yeah. I hope that video I made about that Saturday, I was trying to select my words really carefully, so I was kind of hesitating and like searching for the right words and what you know.
Freedom
Yeah,
of speech as long as it follows their guidelines.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I hear you. Well, yeah, Randy, that's what my plan is tonight. Is be painting a whole bunch more stuff and with these nice, hard to see colors like this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Nice, hard to see stuff. Things that go around my waist and up over my shoulders and all that. I'm ordering different things to make each one of our outer garments, be able to hold some shells and some pistol stuff and a knife.
Mm-hmm.
A knife is a necessity.
Mm-hmm.
It's an absolute necessity.
Yeah. Up here, I've seen people
And I'm
walking through
looking at some of
Walmart.
these.
I've seen people walking in Walmart with strapped. Just up here all the time. I see people
Oh yeah.
all the time
Mm-hmm.
strapped.
There's no
I can't
sign
open.
saying that they can't.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It's
I'm going to order
funny.
one of
Uh-oh.
these things. I don't know how reliable that would be.
It's funny
What
that
happened?
when Walmart first came out, that they were all about home, like family traditions and home life and all that stuff. And then suddenly they took a turnaround, and it was after Mr. Walton died. You notice that?
Yeah.
It was right after he passed away that suddenly, I
Yep.
don't know if his family took over or what, but it started turning around, being woke and all that other crap. Walmart just, I when they first came out, I thought, okay, this is cool. So everything here in one store. But over the years, I just can't wait to get the hell out of there.
Oh, I can't stand to go anymore.
Oh,
And
I
I
don't
feel
even go
like,
there,
Kill
Mary.
me. I just soon take a beating as to have to go, man. But I'm usually in and out. And God, I don't know if it was just
I don't
just
even
me
go there
acting,
anymore.
thinking that
I
way.
don't.
You know,
No, it ain't just you, because last time my wife and daughter went to a Walmart, there was some creeper following the two of them around the store. Creeper old man following both of them around the store, and they just dropped what they were looking for and they just left. And
I wouldn't let something like that run
we'll
me
go to
off.
other stores,
If I took a notion to go, I'd go. But I mean, I understand what you're saying too. But
yeah,
a lot of times I'll lag back. Like if me and her goes in, I'll lag back a little bit just to see what happens. But there's too many things in Walmart that you can use as a weapon. I'm sorry, you don't have to really pack
that's true.
anything in there.
Yeah, that's true.
Just about anything.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Go back to the sporting goods section and get you a good Louisville Slugger. Come out. That's all you need, brother. That's all you need. I think about that stuff all the time when I go in there. Where am I? how far am I away from a certain location or this and that if I needed to be.
Yep.
Go back over to hardware and pick you up a good wrecking bar and go to town. Dude.
There you go. Yep.
What you
Look, I'm just
Well,
working
that'll
on
work,
my
Barry.
swing.
That will work.
What, you gonna play baseball?
You're just gonna go play
Just
some
working on my
softball.
swing.
Just gonna go play some softball.
Watch him hit his
Yeah.
laptop.
See if you can.
Watch him hit his laptop.
Back!
Go hit the laptop screen and bust it.
You know, you go get a little
Do
bit
it,
of
I
this
dare you. Do
Rust-Oleum
it.
charcoal
I
ultra
dare you.
matte paint. You know, get a quart of that stuff
Oh, yeah, that'll
and
do it.
touch that
Yeah,
little
you
thing
wanna-
right there up a little bit, and somebody can't even
Oh,
see
yeah.
you swinging it. Just bunk. Oh,
Oops, I accidentally hit it.
uh-oh.
Free bat.
Look at this, Barry. I
Yeah,
want you
that's how this thing is
Here,
right now.
look how small. Look how small that bat is. Look how small it is. It's aluminum.
Mm-hmm.
Look how small, that's a little T-ball bat.
Yep.
That's all you need. T-ball bat.
There you go. Mhm.
You take that.
Yep.
You can swing that T-ball bat as hard as you can with one hand. With one arm, I can you know.
Same with this
you-
golf
and
club
with the other
shaft.
arm, you can be choking them.
Yep.
You can choke them with one hand and take the bat, and go bing, 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 bing. But we're laughing about it, but
Well,
it is serious.
see, I don't think like that, fellas, because I'm a gentle little pacifist.
Oh,
I
yes.
don't think of harming other people.
Yes.
I will just pee. I will just pee in a circle and
No, I
scream.
don't,
You know, I'll just pee in a circle and scream.
I don't think about that you know, during the day. No, it's the furthest from my
No.
mind.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Lord, I got too much other stuff going on to be thinking about that. I mean, you know, you got your daily life to take care of without having to go around and think about that all day. But I'm ready to go when I have to. You know,
Yep.
put it that way.
Same here. Same here.
And one thing I don't like to do is get mad.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, I don't
It
think
takes a
straight
lot to
when
get
I'm
me
mad.
mad anymore.
I do not think the words that are in my head
Really?
don't come out my mouth the way they should when I'm mad. And I can't think straight when I'm mad,
Yeah.
so I try to avoid it.
When it comes to somebody threatening me or my family or something like that, that's a different level of mad, dude. I tell you, I don't know. I hope I never have to go there.
Fight or flight.
I tell you, it's something's going to happen.
Well, you know what? I had so many encounters with the addicted folks trying to get in my house in the last place we lived in. I found what works really well for me is don't say a word and keep breathing. Keep breathing, because if you lose your breath, you get excited and now he's got the advantage because you're panicking, and if you panic, he's going to come right in your house, man. Just keep breathing. Don't converse with him. Just stand your ground.
I don't think the word
and having
panic,
a 45
that
on your
kind
hip
of
too.
panic, I don't think that's even. I don't have to worry about that. Unfortunately, and usually when I get mad, I'm sick for 2 or 3 days afterwards. But if I ever have to go that next level,
Mm-hmm.
there's one old boy one time at back. I was already married, and I was at Dad's and them's house one day, and my cousin was there. These 2 old boys was up on the road, and they was bantering him, bullying him. I happened to be out in the yard, and they said something. I said, "Well, what you need to do is go on down the road." They said, "Well, why don't you come up here and make me?" I was on top of both of them before they knew what was going on. Dad had to pull me off of one of them because I was seriously breaking his jaw. I had his jaw prize open and pulling his jaw back. And I don't like getting that way.
That works.
I like to try to calm and think, and I like to try to think things out ahead of time, but sometimes you can't. But you know, the Bible, good Lord says, you know, you have to protect a man that doesn't protect his house is lower than an infidel. So there comes a time when you got to protect what's yours. And I will.
That's what we're here for. Why the males are bigger and stronger.
I've come close one time of Cersei actually pulling the trigger on somebody. And I raised it right above his head and fired it. And I'm glad I didn't, because I'd have went to prison. But he was running away from me when I done it. He broke. I had him held hostage and was taking him to the sheriff because they was waiting on him. He come by my house and I was out there with my rifle and I caught the old boy and started marching him right towards where they were at, and he broke to run. And the first instinct was to pull it right when his shoulder blades. And I pulled back at the last minute, didn't do it. So
good for you. You'd still be in prison if you did that. Yep.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
No.
But I don't know.
Well,
I wish we could talk about things that.
Yeah, freely.
Yeah, check your subscriber count on your paranormal channel. I subscribe to it, and I left a comment or two. I'm going to watch some more of your stuff later on tonight while I'm down here doing this quiet mad scientist shit. You know.
Yeah, I'll check it. I'll check my. Yeah, some are pretty good. I don't edit. Excuse me. I don't edit much of my videos. They're usually just raw video.
Same, yeah. Same here. Yeah.
I mean, I've
I
seen
usually
a couple
just.
of them that. I've got a couple of them I should have went back and after watching them myself and took some of it out because there's a lot of dead space, pardon the pun, in the video. And
I see what you did there.
There's one under about the jail cell. And that jail cell one
well, I did find that
there was a long one.
Mm-hmm. I did hear something in there, and I left you a comment on that one. Then there was another one where you're having a voice box session, and I clearly heard the word "no" loud and clear. I left that "no" loud and clear.
I think you guys were at that same place.
Yeah. Bingo. Yeah, that's where it was, and you could hear that voice go, "No." Yeah, I was like, "Oh." Hangman's Courtyard.
I usually just let those two young people were there just visiting there, and then they wanted to tag along with me. And I said, "Sure, I don't care," and I let her hold the recorder and stuff. But I seen for some reason that they seem to get better responses that way. And
I noticed that I watch quite a few videos like that, although I've never done it. But I noticed a lot of folks get good responses if they ask one single question and wait for a long time. Because it seems like it takes the spirits a long time to be able to
Yeah,
say one word. You know,
that was something that Jackie, my friend over in UK, JG's Cats and Things on YouTube, she said they usually give a few minutes
uh-huh.
pause before they ask the next question because it seemed like there was a delay. And and the only way that they knew that there was a delay was by going back and what they would start the video and the recorder at the same time. That way, they're pretty close to being synced up.
Okay,
And she
yeah.
noticed that the response came, a few minutes later. And it only seemed to happen when they were doing EVP.
Bob, you noticed that video that courtyard. At first, she was asking questions real quick, and after she done one session, I said, "What you need to do is pause in between each question. Is what you need to do." And see, that's the first time they'd ever done anything like that, which I thought was cool. At least I'm,
that's what I thought. Yeah.
That they had never done that before, and I thought it would be a good opportunity, just let them experience it. And most people ain't like that. Most people say, "Oh, this is all about me." No, it ain't all. Well, it ain't all about me.
Yeah, I get you.
But after I told her that,
I do.
That's when that very next session is when she got that Class A EVP. Only one. That was it. One. And that's the way it goes. Sometimes you'll not get nothing. Absolutely nothing. But you just never know. And it could be so much as a knock. It could be a sound or anything that counts. But like I said before, I never did take every little sound and everything as something that's paranormal. I always try to figure it out. But there's no mistaking that one. There ain't no mistaking it. Just like that one I showed on my live the other night. That was as clear as bell, wasn't it, Barry?
Oh, yeah.
It was on just a regular cassette. One of my old DVPs that I had, and brought it out. And I'd even forgot about it even sounding that loud, But that was the only one in the house. The only EVP that we got.
Well, I'll tell you what, a box must be heaven for cats.
The
a box and a plastic bag.
Yeah.
That was a unique place, especially in that one room where we were at and spent the night. Had beds in it and everything, but it was an actual jail cell. They had other rooms, regular rooms, but that was the cheapest one, and it was right next to where the activity was down the hallway in the jail cells. I mean, just right next to it. And we always took that because it was cheaper and everything else. But, that room, man.
Did you guys stay the night in there?
I was reading through the little log book. They got a little log book there, in each room that you can look through and somebody else's experiences, whatever. Sometimes they don't have no experiences. Sometimes they'll have, and they wrote, "Well, we heard knocks and this and that during the night." But That room, I don't know. There was something about that room, that jail cell room, that I didn't sleep good at all. It was just something about that. I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
But them other rooms were
Well,
nice,
nothing
and I
happens.
didn't have no
Nothing
problem at all
happy.
sleeping in them.
Nothing. Nothing happens in a happy. Nothing happy happens in a prison or a jail. It's. Uh,
Mm-mm.
I can
That
imagine
one
probably a lot of
cell,
heavy feelings inside that place.
that one cell room that we were in, it's got the original cell door, solid steel. It's got a small little window in the front of it
Mhm.
where they used to feed people through, whatever. The owner there
Yeah.
said that when it was a jail, that used to be where they kept the females at in that cell. And one of them decided it was a good idea to try to escape through that little window, that little door. It was a little bitty door. I mean, I looked up and said, "There is no way
Oh,
anybody
good.
could have been in there." And they said that she was hanging out halfway through that, and they like to never got her out of there. They had to grease her up and get her out. What he said. I said, "Damn, they
God.
must have been
Pro-
desperate."
Probably got her hips stuck in there. A woman's hips will not fit through a little
I mean,
place like that, man.
it was probably about a 12 by 12 square door in the main door itself,
Yeah.
just big enough,
Uh huh.
I said, "There's no
Oh
way."
boy.
He said, "Yeah, it's records of it." I said, "Golly, there's no way." I just couldn't see it. The cat you could get. Look at me. It was only big enough to get the upper calves of your legs through. I mean, you probably get that stuck if you tried. I mean, I don't see how she done it,
She
but
must
she
have
was
been
trying.
she must
She
have
was
been
trying
really
evidently.
petite, very, very small lady. Uh huh.
Well, they said they were on drugs and stuff too. So back then, it was back in the 80s. In the mid 80s, it
Oh,
was
that.
a jail up to about the mid
Yeah, that don't
80s.
help.
So there's no telling what she was on.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny. If you look through that video, I don't know if it'll show. I don't know if I filmed the front of that door or not. I might have on one of them. I might have had the jailer's end ones. I think I might have when I first went there. I did. I said I went there 2 3 times and spent the night. Spent 2 3 nights there actually, and you'll see it. It's got the pictures on the wall as you go in. It gives a little history of the place and all that.
Hmm.
But that tavern, Talbot Tavern's right next door to it. They claim it's haunted, but I've been there. I bet we rented rooms there, and I really never felt anything. And I was
Hmm.
we even got the rooms that they claimed. We even got the rooms that they claimed that people had experienced things in. Nothing, because I always get a feeling every time I go to a place like that automatically, and nothing. Never got nothing. I told my wife, I said, "Well, this is maybe we're at the wrong time at the wrong time or something like that." That's generally how that goes anyway. But I still never felt you would always feel something anyway, whether you seen anything or not.
Yeah.
I just like it's just like walking into a room full of people, and you get that feeling automatically that you're not welcome in there. That type of thing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
that's how
Like
you
you
usually
just
feel.
intruded on something. Yeah, I get it. Hmm.
Exactly. It just almost knock you down. That's the best way I can explain it to make it understandable. But usually, if it's very strong feeling, I won't mess around. I won't even try it because I don't want to bring something home with me that I can't get rid of really quick. And so far, I haven't. I've not had any problems. When I first started doing it, I did. I do believe, because I believe there was a couple of times I did bring something back, but it wasn't nothing bad or anything. It just little things, little sounds, and stuff like that wasn't there before.
Yeah.
But now I don't even pay attention to it. There's a lot of stuff happens here in this house that I don't even pay attention to anymore. But to change the subject, putting that damn shortwave antenna up, Barry, about kicked my butt today.
Yeah.
Just about kicked my butt. Just about kicked my butt. Just stringing a little wire across my backyard, it about kicked my butt, Bob.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much. It wasn't so much stringing the wire up. It was just trying to get everything right, on it. I'm a stickler for, doing it right the first time. But I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna bounce out of here, fellas. Get up, stretch my legs a little bit.
I'd see you go.
I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch some of your videos while I'm selecting some of my transitional clothing on Amazon.
Yeah, mister.
I need some new lipstick.
Are you gonna get the glittery kind? Are you gonna get the glittery kind? The kind of glitters when the light hits it.
Oh wait! I never thought of the glittery type. Just put the lotion in the basket.
I don't even know why.
Put the fucking lotion in the basket.
I'm like, well, how's he know? How's he know about that? I've seen so many women with that stuff on. It's hard to miss.
No,
it's hard to miss.
That looks really cheap, man. That kind of stuff. Really,
That's the bargain basement streetwalker.
Yeah, that's the nonsense stuff.
That's the bargain streetwalker clothing.
I seen somebody.
Boy, yeah.
Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. No, today. Today I was in Walmart today picking up that wire for that shortwave, and one of the checkout girls had looked like she had fell in a bucket of paint, and only got her hair wet. It was like purple and pink and golly, what happened to you? She just standing there at the end of the line. Look at me. I go look at my hair.
Look at me.
Yes, we
look
see
at me.
your
Narcissist.
We see
Good night, Carol.
Right here. Narcissist. Yeah. Good night, Carol. Take care.
Good night.
Good night, guys. I'm going to bounce out of here.
All right, Bob. Have a good night over there.
Peace, everybody.
All right, Bob. Have a good one, everybody.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it. Just hang back for a minute if you don't mind, neighbor.
All righty.
Appreciate everybody that came in.
Yeah, we've done all the damage we can do.
Yeah. And I've done
I know
enough
you got
stuff around the
watching.
house as well. I'm kind of beat too. Ooh. But this was sort of a mellow live. I don't know what happened, but maybe I should do more daytime pop-up lives. But
Yeah, we
yeah.
we didn't. Yeah, it wasn't like it's usually is, but that's okay. I
Yeah.
guess it's October 1st and everybody's partying.
Everybody have a good
They're
night
getting
out
ready
there.
for tomorrow, first day of the week.
Yeah.
Good night, everybody. Have a good, splendid Monday.